So now it's the audio. So now it's
All right, sorry for the delay there, folks. Welcome back to the Desert Ice Bonspiel at the Coyotes Curling Club in downtown balmy Tempe, Arizona. I'll be your host for this morning. My name is Daryl Horseman. Let's get to the action. What do we got here on sheet B? We've got the Ha 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 rink up against the Hamiltonians. The Ha 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 rink is made up of Dave Jensen, Roger Smith, Greg Newts, and Chris Sue. Over in the Hamiltonians. The Hamiltonians are John Scott, Jim Niels, Judy Scott, and Christina Niels. So welcome. Thanks for coming all the way from Hamilton, Victoria Curling Club. So it looks like it's a bit of a hybrid team. We appreciate you being here. We'll do our best to get you live updates on this feed, but you can also go to www.coyotescurling.com and go to the Desert Ice feed, and we will do the live line scoring there as well. So Looks like Dave's just hitting a. Probably would have liked a hit and roll there. They're anticipating it. Line three. Looks like the skip here's wanting to do the same thing without a bit of ice. Maybe a back line. Hit and roll. Get behind those staggered guards. Would be good. Looks like they're sweeping for line. Oh, just caught it a little thin. Dave's going to sweep that out the back. No problem there. All right, Skip's wanting to try to get around those staggered guards. Get behind cover. The shot is away. Looks like it's going to rack on those front guards. Yeah, it rolls into the rings. Line three again. A couple opportunities here. Try to draw in. Maybe do a double. Let's see what John's going to call here. Well, it looks like it's the. Oh, sorry, this is Dave. Yeah, looks like he's just going to do a maybe hit and roll. Yeah, it looks like they're just trading rocks. We'll after this we'll head over to see have a look at sheet D, see what's going on there. We have sheet D on the rocks against Team Nicole there from Lethbridge, Alberta. So we'll swing by over there. And we'll take this opportunity to update some of the scores here for you folks. On sheet C, Hot Spielers are taking the lead, 2-1. They're in the third. Sheet B, we got 2-1. End of the second, pardon me. first of Skip Stones. All right, so it looks like Dave from the Ha 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 team isn't so much in a ha 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 predicament. What's he going to do here? A couple options, hit and roll. The Hamiltonians has done a good job controlling the control zone there, top of the house. So Dave shots away. His vice Rogers looking at it, looking good shot. Does a little damage control, removes two of the yellow rocks. Looks like they're just going to play the open hit. Nose hit would be fine. Depending on where this lands, Dave may opt to go for the shot, the shot rock, your second shot on the left-hand side. Maybe get a nice roll behind that yellow guard, force the other team to do a run back. We'll see where this one ends up, though. Oh, this is the this is the last rock. Sorry about that. This is going to be open it for. It's going to stick around. It's going to stick around. Well, might be a biter. Well, no, looks like they're just indicating the. Now they're having a look at it. As Vic Router would say, count them up. 1, 2. Does it hold on? Oh, looks like they might use the biter bar, maybe. All right. Well, they found the biter bar. And let's see. Two points. All right, let's head over to sheet D. All right, Reg is in the house. On Team Nichols, we've got Reg Nickel, Betty Hanston, Bonnie Nickel, and Jim Hanston up from the Lethbridge Curling Club. And for On the Rocks returning team, they're out of the Garrison Curling Club. You got Danielle Robson, Shannon Nowick, Paula Turner, and Carrie Day. And the fifth is Leanne Smith. So looks like they've got.
You got. Said you needed our score from last week. Do you need it? Okay. Somebody came up to me and said that.
All right, looks like just drawing in, cutting them down. They're going to get the tap. It just rolls off, leaves Reg another draw. We got three rocks behind the tee line. The tee line, so a good shot here would be just top of the button. Reg is looking at it. Looks like they're bringing it in quite nice. Nice shot. There is a potential for a double here if the Danielle wanted to be a little gutsy, but it maybe a jam opportunity on that back red. But the looks like she's eyeing it up. You hit it thick enough, it could miss those three reds at the back of the eight, but we'll see what the skipper wants to do.
That's what she's going.
Well, all right, they're going for it. That's good. Nice shot. Pretty darn good. She does roll for she keeps the shoot around. She's in first position. That Reg is in a bit of a situation here. That's one lonely yellow rock at the second shot position. So looks like Reg may just want to do a nice hit and roll. With the rock positions where they are, you'd think you would want to have that rock go out to the vice's right. But it looks like he indicates it wants to go to the vice's left. So that may present a problem with not keeping the shooter around, which would then give Danielle an open hit on that yellow. So we'll have to see where this one ends up. This could be a big swing. Currently, it's On the Rocks are up 3-1, so this could, depending how the next couple shots go, really open it up for them. Yeah, that's so. He did remove the shot rock, but by doing so, rolled out of position, and now they have a shot rock at the back of the four. So they just changed the position by 4 feet. So, and it certainly looks like Danielle here has another opportunity for a hidden stick, potentially get the double on those two yellows. Be curious to see where this ends up. A nice little flop to the center line would be perfect. Okay, well, rolled a little too far. So, just gonna freeze down to that. Excuse me, by the looks of it. Rolls a bit much. This is going to give Reg an opportunity to potentially just tap that yellow out and possibly count take three here and tie the game back up, or actually take the lead. Oh, sorry, that no, I'm sorry, that was Reg's shot. So this is on Roxy. They can do that and take a 4 point swing here. This is a Skip's last stones for on the rocks. So she hits that out. It would be a 7-1. Yeah, nice shot. Looks like they're going to take the deuce in that one. Yeah, everybody's moving the rocks. It's a good end. Yeah, we think it's going to be 5-1, but we're a little confused as to why on the rocks had the hammer if they took a couple in the second. So we're going to just verify the score there for you. All right, well, looks like it's 3-2. It should be 5-2, I think. All right, well, stay here for an end. Reg, of course, with the hammer, looking to set up his corner guard so he can get the deuce. Yeah, 5-2 is the official score on D now. Thanks for putting that up. All right, it's a good corner guard. May want that a foot or two closer to the rings, but it's certainly not bad. Looks like Danielle's gonna try to take opportunity and curl around. That's well, no, it looks like she just wanted a guard. This is going to give Reg an opportunity to hit and roll. That's what he's calling. Certainly, when you don't have the hammer, you want to either try to force, the opponent to take 1 point, and you get the hammer back, or try to steal, or maybe go for the blank. But in this particular case, certainly you want to keep the forefoot cluttered up. But let's see if Reg can use that shot as a guard. Missed that one just a little bit wide. Kind of a get out of jail free card. Looks like Danielle's going to try that as well. Well, she's just calling the draw. Okay. I'm just drawing behind cover. Yeah, lower part of the screen there, it's Dave Peck. Pretty important fella in the USCA world. Certainly in Mopac, helped start a lot of clubs in California, and spends his time here in Arizona and Colorado. He was influential in helping our club back, many years ago. So after this end, we'll probably head back over to Sheet A. We've got kind of a close game brewing there between the hot Spielers and the Desert Dwellers. We'll probably go back there and have a look. We'll see how Reg and the ladies show up, or how they fare. Well, again, just didn't get the inside the roll. Maybe a little up weight caused that to stay a little straight. Yeah, there we go. Danielle wants to now looking at the hit and roll. They do have that shot rock behind cover, behind that high guard. Shot is away. Well, they're. I guess they got that draw weight down, so why not? It slid a little too far. So a good shot here would be, top of the forefoot. Prevent Reg and his team from getting shot rock. And with all that granite behind the tee line, you've got, a lot of catchers. I think Danielle was indicating the shot was a little wide, so we'll want to see if it comes and hits on that. Good shot. Or for those in the Phoenix, Maricopa, Tempe area, the Desiree Bonspiel is open to the public. If you're curious about curling and want to see what Bonspieling and what 130 you know Bonspieler curling folks look like and how they act at these events, you can certainly come down. Our address is 2202 West Medtronic Way. Love to see you. A lot of fun. It's a good time to see old friends and meet new ones. Oh, and you know, not the best result. Threw it a little bit downweight. They did roll their yellow into the house. They've got them stacked. Too bad the angles weren't just a little bit offset, so you could maybe punch that inside rock toward the button. But certainly gives on the rocks the opportunity to come down, put a rock top four, or if it's a little heavy, they can certainly open. They can play on that yellow. It's a better shot. Sweep it right to the forward. Oh, you don't want it too far. Nice shot. Again, it forces Reg to think, well, how do I get that out of there? It's got the catchers on the right. It's got his yellow right behind it, so he's got to be fairly careful. It looks like he's maybe calling a nose hit. He's going to consult, with. Looks like Betty Hanston looking at it, saying, well, how do we get ourselves out of this pickle? This shot's going to be sponsored by Caesar in Clamato. This is the Clamato shot. That's yeah, going through the Costco line with 100 gallons of Clamato. The lady at the teller there's, you're Canadian? Like, yep. All right, here we go. And that one just over a curl, took out that front guard. This is all right. Well, another good shot would be either freezing, locking on a shot stone or a red rock onto that rock on the top of the four. Looks like they're going to just throw a top 12. Just guard it up. Looks like they are sitting 1, 2, 3. This could be heading our way to a handshake if they do score the trip in this end. Yeah. Shannon's just saying, well, top of the 12 ladies is all we need. Looks like it's going to need a little bit of help. Yeah, not bad. Not bad shot at all. Does take away the the in-turn draw. Does pose a bit of a problem for a Reg and team. Those yellows at the top are really unusable. So they may have to use one of Reg's first stones to clear out some of the red staggered guard out front. But looks like he's potentially eyeing up the slash. Well, they got all the rocks going there, and looks like they're back in just giving on the rocks 2 points for now. The yeah, ladies are having a look to see what's happening, what's close. And I apologize. I mentioned we were going to go have a look at the hot spielers and desert dwellers on sheet A, but looks like that ended up being desert dwellers have stolen 5 points in the last two ends, so the score there is 6-2. So we might have a look at sheet C here, where we got Rudy Licious and Take It for Granted, or we might go over back to the Ha 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 team against the Hamiltonians. It's 2-4. We'll see what this end here produces. Looks like the girls are in good position to score one or two. Looks like they're going to get rid of that yellow rock, which is the danger rock, because Reg can angle that back in, do the run back, get shot stone. So they're confident that the intern draw is protected by those staggered reds and those two yellows. So the port, they're thinking there must be a rack opportunity. So get rid of the danger stone. And if Danielle can get just a real control bump on that yellow and roll, 6 inches to the left, that would really cut down opportunity for Reg to get in there. And yeah, Shannon's having another look at that red rock at the back, thinking, well, yeah, we might have three here. So let's see here. Oh, they're calling. Yeah, the other opportunity here is just, of course, draw in to the left of that yellow, try to get to the top eight. The only danger of this, of course, is if you leave it a little bit too deep, or give Reg an easier shot to hit, you could really hurt yourself. So it's got to really bend around those staggered guards and try to get to the center line. Shots away. Let's see where it ends up. Nice draw. Does does do what it was intended to do. Reg does, if he does the slash on that yellow, does have the opportunity to get the double. May not leave, maybe not keep the shooter around, but certainly cut them down. Those yellows are no good that they're looking at.
That's whatever you're streaming over here. That's what you're streaming. It should be set the same as that one. That's my guess.
So they did try the one shot they had, and as we suspected, the rocks just sailed by. This should give another three for on the rocks. So it's eight. Well, let's see what they're going to post before we leave this. If it's 8-2, they're indicating a handshake. It had to be three. And there we go. Congratulations on the rocks. Great first win. Had that game in control. Very good. All right. Well, let's go check out the Ha Ha Gang. See what we got going there. Well, it looks like the guys here get some bonus points for having all the rocks in play by the looks of things. Got yellow's in a good position, shot one, shot two. Red's got a centipede growing from the, around the 12 foot. Looks like they're going to try to clear out some of that. Maybe do a little bit of drag and see if they can get that yellow on the back four. Well, they did spill out some rocks, which is great. So it looks like here you got a lot of run back opportunity. Shots away. Looks looks like maybe they're trying to guard that potential red rays. Whoa, okay. I guess I didn't see that coming. They decided just to throw it away. They couldn't get anything better, so they're going to take the two. All right, Hamiltonians now up 6-2. Okay, well, let's go ahead over to sheet C. We haven't checked in there yet. There we go. Here we got Fred Maxey's asking for the close guard. You know, the All right. So Rudy Licious is made up of Fred Maxey, Dave Mayer, Peter Maxey, and Carl Nazo. The Taken for Granted team is made up from club members from the Coyotes Curling Club, also Wilmette. So you've got Bucky Marshall as lead, Sandy Restic as vice, Dave Peck as second, Tracy Marshall at lead position. Looks like Bucky's doing the Harlem Shuffle and indicating he wants to come around, and it's a little aggressive call. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties with some software for our streaming, so we'll be streaming pretty regularly this afternoon and all through the weekend. So thank you for those folks watching at home. Good little shot. We normally have audio coming through from the curling rink, so we will be working on that in between draws here, so you get a little bit of the ambient sound and can kind of hear the calls as they come. Some good sweeping by the front end. Dave's looking at the time saying, well, look what I got. This is Should have been a lot farther. I'm sure that's the conversation. It's kind of an interesting call from Bucky. So trying to junk it up a little bit. Bucky's doing his best to try to protect that shot rock. That's well back of the tee line. Yeah, looks like. So Fred's indicating he wants to tap back that red rock, maybe a foot or two. Thinks that there's enough room around through that port. Good shot. Little head. Well, it gets clips the shot rock. Good job. Does maybe roll a little bit too far to the right. It does give Bucky's team the opportunity to run back that yellow that's on the 12 foot onto that shot rock. Let's see what Bucky decides to do here. Shots away. Looks like he too is just trying to play the tap. Don't know if it's got as much energy as it needs. It does not. It was a good attempt. Inadvertently, it does create a bit of a problem. Now you've got the angles aren't quite in Bucky's favor, or taken for granted's favor. A nose hit on those two yellows would have that rock scoot out potentially left of the shot rock. So looks like Fred's going to say, well, if we can do it once, we can do it twice. So they're going to play the tap again on that red stone and the 12 foot and see if they can just bump that back a foot or two. The benefit here is Carl just threw that shot, so looks like it's better weight. Nice run back. Great weight. So at some point here, Bucky's going to have to spend a shot getting rid of that, either that front guard or those yellows. A tap. Tap on that red's not going to do anything any good right now, so he's got to spend a shot. Kind of a fun fact, maybe about a month ago, Bucky there, skipped for taken for granted, was part of a team actually playing against Fred, who was subbing on a team during league night, and earned himself a 8-ender patch. So it was congratulations, Bucky, for doing that. And well, that just made things a lot worse, and that's sort of the problem with maybe that shot call. So certainly Red's in full control now, sitting 3 for sure, maybe 4 depending on they have to measure the shot 4 and that yellow shot in the 12. But certainly it looks like since they just threw this, Fred knows the line real well. Looks like if they put another one top 12, maybe even just touching the 8 foot and really put the pressure on take for granted. This could be a Rudy-licious end. Not a bad result right there. Does creates a little bit of headache there for Bucky's team. All right, Dave Mayer changes the landscape a little bit with the last couple shots. Looks like they just want to do maybe a hit and roll. Gets the shot. Nice roll behind those red guards. It was a good shot by Fred. Remember, if you go to deserticebonspiel.com / 2015 / draw four, you can get all of your line scores. For you guys at work who can't access YouTube, go to the line score and Bucky's shot is away. All right, an update on sheet A. We've got Hot House Spielers with trailing the Desert Dwellers 3-6. We've got on sheet B, we got 6-2. Sheet C, it's now 4-3 for Rudalicious. And D, they ended up 9-2, so they did get that extra point there. So, all right, see what Bucky's going to do here. It looks. I suspect he's trying to clear the guard here. I don't know if that port's. He does open it up. I don't know if he can see enough of that red for his next shot. Well, it looks like certainly Fred and Dave want to keep the pressure on, so they're going to try to put another shot, maybe go through that port and end up maybe top 12. All right. Dave's eyeing it up. Might be close. Front end sweeping on. Does it get around the guard? It does. Is it going to get around the top shot? It does. Good shot by Fred. Leaves the top 12. They're sitting 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be a tough shot. Certainly, you know, Sandy's having a look at the line. I don't know if they can throw maybe the outturn hit on that shot stone, the 4-foot. Looks like they're taking the in-turn. May not. I can't tell from this angle, but it certainly would look like the outturn would be the better angle at that shot. Let's see if they make that. Well, looks like it's close the way Sandy's crouching there. Well, Fred's having a look now too. Oh, and it just catches the guard, Wiki Ticky, and well, that's good as miss as any. It just keeps them from taking 3-1. So good for Rudalicious. I'll take this into the 7th then. Well, D is over. Let's go back over to. We got a couple blowouts here, but let's go over to sheet B. Well, they've shaken on sheet B. Let's head over to A then. See what we got there. All right, well, we got lots of rocks in play here. Desert Dwellers 6, Hot Spielers 3. They too are shaking now. Looks like that's going to be 7-3 might be the final. Well, I guess we'll take you back on over to. Okay, so 5-3. You can certainly see, take for granted trying to set up their deuce. But the corner guard, Fred's gonna be a little aggressive and draw around into the button, get position. The other alternative would be to leave a higher guard on the center line to force the force of steal. Looks that one's coming with a little bit of steam. Slows down right there. Good shot. So, at this point, Bucky could throw up another corner guard. Looks like he's indicating, we're scoreboard dictates, being down by so many that we should try to get to position pretty quick so we can maybe go for a possible 2 or 3 point. Shut the door. All right, so Fred being up a few points that he is, he's going to elect to peel out the front stones, keep it clean, prevent Bucky's team taking for granted from hiding behind it. Shots away. At this point, it's so important to get that. If you're going to play that come around, you've got to really make it. Inadvertently leaves that shot stone out front. Fred's indicating that it's a good shot, but this is going to allow now Bucky to take his shot. Well, he says, let's open it up. Let's get rid of that center line guard. Nice shot, gets the roll, gets out of way. You will probably see Fred indicate he wants to replace that rock. The only problem now is that it's full. So Fred's saying, let's keep the foot on the gas here and go a little bit. Let's go all out. He's calling for a shot beyond the 12 foot. And this does provide, the Bucky's team to do the double, try to go for a blank, but it's certainly at this point, Bucky's team needs to keep some rocks in play, try to generate their deuce to stay in it and force it for the eighth. But good shot. It's important that this yellow rock sticks around. It does. You're going to see Fred want to take it out and do the roll. Okay, that was a lucky break. It's going to give Bucky the opportunity to potentially roll and maybe flop to the left behind cover. All right, so Bucky's again going to try to remove that red rock and get the flop behind cover. And unfortunately, that over curls and it's going to miss it on the left-hand side. This is going to give Fredstein the another opportunity, another chance at potentially doing the hit and roll. Well, they've thrown this once already. Should be a fairly easy hit and roll. Sweeping for line. Good shot. Potentially rolls a touch, a little bit too far. There's a double opportunity here. This is why they paid the skipper the big bucks. This is the third shot of this call. It seems like a lot of ice for the shot that they're trying to do, but let's see. And Bucky's shot is away. He does hit it. Unfortunately, it rolls to the wings. So you'll probably see Fred. Um, they're having a bit of discussion. So Fred was indicating he'd like to do the draw, but looks like they're going to just do the hit. You know, force you know Bucky and take it for granted to not be able to score two. And the force is on, and Bucky will have to make a good shot for a draw. And good shot. Gets a little hit and roll. This is going to force Bucky to do an open hit on that red rock there in the forefoot. Looks like that's what he's calling. All right, so shots away. Nice shot by Bucky to take the one. Now we're in the eighth end. 5-4. All the other sheets are done. Well, pardon me, with the snipper coming through. Probably would have liked to seen that lifted up over the sheet. But all right. Let's head over here. Well, it's a little light. Bucky looks like he's going out there to give them some help. I believe draw 5 starts at 12:30. I'll have this end finish and yeah. At this point, of course, the Rudy Licious team is just simply just to keep it clean. Take it for granted. Since they scored the last end, took the one, they don't have the advantage of the last rock or the hammer. So, they at some point here, Bucky's going to want to be playing a freeze to that red. Try to generate a miss or a jammed rock. Certainly, taking for granted just needs one to tie. Looks like that's going to come up a little short. Yeah, probably see. Yeah, Fred's going to go and says, "Well, we're not going to give you any opportunity to hide behind anything." So he's going to peel that out. Probably see Bucky on his next shot try to play that freeze. It does get out the yellow guard. Bucky now has an opportunity to either draw in behind that, and here he's throwing up another guard. Hmm, it's an interesting. Unfortunately, it's going to come a little too far. Fred's indicating he just wants to hit and stick, which is an interesting call. Uh, Fortunately, missed it. Rearranged the rocks a little bit. It does leave that Bucky's shot, stone in the forefoot, biting the forefoot, which is could be his potential second point to win the game if it sticks around for the last four shots here. But looks like Bucky's going to try to guard it and then maybe make a play on the red rock and the forefoot a little bit later. Over curled a little bit. It's going to give them the opportunity to peel that out, but there's a potential double there. Let's see if they can, you know, just going for a draw. And again, it's going to, actually, it's not a bad shot, but at some point, Bucky has to be careful not to choke off his run back or his, excuse me, potential to get a point. You know, Unless he thinks he can come around that right. Maybe he thinks that red rock is poking out a little bit on the right side. He's waiting for his last shot to pluck it out. Oh, this one must have picked. That's a bad break for Rudy Alicious and Fred, but certainly a good break for taking for granted. Well, looks like he's just trying to. At this point, he's going to want to try to maybe draw in, freeze, or tap that red back inch or two to be sitting at 1-2. Potentially a better shot would be T line right on the mid four, prevent red or Fred from peeling it out or removing it. But let's see here. We haven't seen too many shots down this side, this end. So let's see if Bucky remembers what the weight and line will do. Well, it did what it was supposed to do. He is shot stone. He is guarded by that high guard on the yellow, which is a great result. Fred's going to have to try to peel that run back that yellow onto the group. There he goes. Get some sort of movement. Because certainly if Bucky believes that red stone is poking out a little bit left of those rock, shot 1 and 3 of the yellow, then Bucky's in a good position here to potentially score, 2 or 3. So a lot's going to be determined here on this next shot. Fred, no stranger to the upweight shot, should be able to get some of that granite moving. Let's see if he's got the angles right. I gets rid of the shot rock. Now this is a pivotal decision for Bucky. Do you run back the yellows and sit 1, 2, 3 and force Fred to do one heck of a shot? Or do you just tap it and freeze and try to sit 1, 2, or, a shot nobody wants to talk about, but if he misses a little bit and rearranges those angles as such that Fred can come clean them all out. Here it goes. He is making a play. Eh, not sure of that. All right. Fred looks like he's just going to try to draw the pot. There is a lot of room there. It's his last shot. All he has to do is just touch the button. Dave's calling up a little bit of sweep. Yep, sweep, sweep. Doesn't look like it's gonna get there, which is unfortunate. So, tie ball game. All right, skip stones. Here we go. And it's interesting. Once the decision was made to stop keeping the end clean, and a couple shots were missed, it creates this opportunity where you get a few extra rocks and. All right. Well, Dave's indicating he wants it real close to the pin. Looks like it's got a lot of heat. It's going to end up maybe back eight. I'll get Sean Tate out to measure. All right, they got that measured. So certainly, Bucky's got an opportunity here. It just has to be, full four. He's got a 4 foot target. This is, since the Masters are on, this is a, putt any golfer would like to make. If the cup was 4 foot in diameter. So let's see if Bucky can. His draw weight's been pretty good all game. Let's see if he can get that just to touch the four and win the game. Well, they're sweeping and they come up a little short. So unfortunately, it looks like the game has gone to Fred Maxey and Rudy Licious, 6-5. All right, we will take a small break, get reloaded, and come back.